Hello everyone and welcome back to another Schlib on Switch video. Join me as we go through almost every Steelbook that released in 2021. We got 43 Steelbooks here, and it's going to be a fun time. I said almost because there's one Steelbook, which I'll mention later, that technically came out already, but I'm not counting it as a 2021 Steelbook, and rather it's going to be a 2022 Steelbook, so you'll see it in my Steelbook recap video next year. And you'll also see it if you watch an unboxing video for that item, which we'll discuss later. All right, so let's dive into this. First Steelbook that released this year, I'm going to be going through them in roughly the order I got them. Some mistakes and some reorders, just to make things a little simpler. So yeah, let's go. All right, the first Steelbook is ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, The Prophecy of the Throne. This is a Steelbook for a game based off the anime. This game was made by Spike Chunsoft. This Steelbook was released through the collector edition for that game in the US. This Steelbook also got a release in Europe with keeps on slipping my mind, with a publisher there that has their logo on the Steelbook alongside Spike Chunsoft, which that publisher is Numskull. Just one small logo difference, didn't chase that one down, but this is a pretty nice Steelbook and looks like a pretty interesting game if you're a fan of the anime. All right, the next Steelbook is a Steelbook for a game by one of my favorite developers. Became one of my favorite developers this year. We have Ys Origin from Neon Falcom. This game got released on the Switch and had collector editions through 3 different publishers in different regions. In the US, we had Limited Run, and Limited Run had a Steelbook in their collector edition. I have not played any of the Ys games, or finished any of these games. I played a bit of Ys 8, but Neon Falcom became my favorite developer when I played through the entire available Kiseki series this year, which we'll discuss a little more later in the video. All right, next up, we have our first game with 2 Steelbooks. We have Super Mario 3D World. This had 2 Steelbooks in 2 different regions. Absolutely loved this game. Never had a Wii U, so I didn't play this game on the Wii U. And absolutely loved on the Switch alongside Bowser's Fury, which was absolutely phenomenal. I'm really excited to see how the Mario series evolves with the next release. So this is the European one. This pre-order purchase bonus there. And this was a pre-order purchase bonus in Korea. Loved the design on this one with the characters on the back. Missing one, and the artwork inside. Really, really nice Steelbook. All right, next up we have Persona 5 Strikers. I don't actually have this game, just have the Steelbook. This was a pre-order bonus at Best Buy in the US. No release in any other regions. Never played Persona 5, don't have a PlayStation, and wish this game was available on Switch, so, or don't have a PS4 for that matter. I have a PlayStation, technically. Really nice Steelbook there with all the characters, which I don't know because I never played the game. Next up, we have the first Steelbook this year from Super Rare Games. We have Ita. This Steelbook was sold alongside the game. Nice Steelbook here. And haven't tried the game, though. Next up, we have another one from Limited Run. We have Star Wars Episode 1 Racer from Lucasfilms. This was a Steelbook available in the collector edition for that game through Limited Run. It's interesting design, little artwork and the logos on the back, but it's nice. All right, next up we have 4 Steelbooks for the same game. These were fun to get. We have Monster Hunter Rise, which got 4 Steelbooks. The first one was the one in the US, which was a pre-order bonus through Best Buy. All of them have very similar artwork with slight differences in placement and shading for this one, which has a dusk night setting, which was similar to the box art of the deluxe edition for the game. Next up, we have the European one, which was a collector edition, a pre-order bonus at various retailers there. And this one also has the Capcom logo on the back and a nice inside. Forgot to mention the US technically has inner artwork, but it's very, very hard to see. So basically it just looks black. Next up, we have the Korean one with no text on the front and the logo on the back and not a wraparound artwork. And inside has some really nice artwork with 2 cartridge slots. Presumably for Monster Hunter Stories 2. That's just my guess. And the last one we have is the Japanese one, which was a pre-order bonus at Geo Japan. And has a little sticker on it. And I love this inner artwork, though. All right, so those are the 4 Monster Hunter Steelbooks. Next up, we have 2 Steelbooks for games that released previously. So we have Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, which had a collector edition through limited run back in 2017. They sold it, but no Steelbook. They didn't have a Steelbook then. And then when they sold the original Shantae and Shantae's Rescue's Revenge with the Switch ports for those, they did Steelbooks for the other Shantae games that didn't have a Steelbook. Shantae 5 had a Steelbook initially, so that didn't get a re-Steelbook with this new design concept. So I like the design concept for these 4 Shantae Steelbooks. We have that one, which had a physical release through limited run. And we have Shantae Half Genie Hero, which was the only Shantae that limited run did not do. That was done through Xseed, the Ultimate Edition. Really like these Shantae games. Or technically only played one of them, which was this one. Really loved it, though. Next up, we have a Steelbook for my favorite game. We have Trails of Cold Steel 4. Amazing semi-finale to the series. And played all the games over 2021, or at least the first 9 games of the series. Really looking forward to Reverie in 2023 through NIS America. So this came in the NIS America Collector Edition. Got Rien and Valimar in the front. Name on the spine. Logo on the back. And the really nice inner artwork of Class 7 ready for battle. I'm assuming Trails from Reverie is going to be getting a Steelbook as well, which is going to be awesome to see. NIS America already showed us the Collector Edition for the upcoming official localization of Trails from Zero, and that has a Steelbook in that, which looks awesome, and I can't wait to get that and play that game again, officially this time. All right, next stack. Now we have Creeks, another game, another release from Super Rare Games. This was sold alongside the game. Really nice artwork on this one. All right, the next 3 Steelbooks are also very similar Steelbooks. We have the Lego Steelbooks. So there are 4 Lego Steelbooks, not branded to any game, and started an interesting trend in Steelbooks. So we had the blue one, which was showed off in last year's video, which was available at Best Buy in the US. And then later, EB Games Canada had the red, white, and blue ones available. At the end of 2021. I mentioned these in my, the end of 2020. I mentioned these in my 2020 video, but I didn't manage to get them then. I didn't know when or if I'd get them, so I skipped them in that video, but I did mention them. And then in the middle of 2021, they added a yellow version of the Steelbook. Managed to get all of these, and I'm showing them now. So these 2 are technically 2020 Steelbooks. So these Steelbooks aren't branded to any particular game. And they're also the first Steelbooks to have the 24 cartridge foam inserts versus a actual inner artwork and cartridge slot. So I'm not going to show the inside because they're all the same. I got the red, the white, and the yellow. Pretty awesome Steelbooks. All right, next up we have a Steelbook from Strictly Limited Games. We have Imura Kawase Bazooka. This was sold alongside the game, as well as there was also a collector edition for the game that they sold. Pretty neat Steelbook. Next up, we have another one from Super Rare Games, which is Abzu, which was their 50th release. The Steelbook was sold alongside that game. Nice Steelbook. Beautiful looking game. Still need to play it. All right, now we're back to Shantae. So these ones were actually sold in the collector editions versus alongside them, like the last 2 ones. Or not alongside, like just on the side. We have Shantae's Rescue's Revenge, which is a port of the DSiWare game. I can't remember. I think I forgot to mention, but the other 2 Shantae Steelbooks, they were just sold. Just the Steelbooks, no games, no nothing. Just because they never had Steelbooks for those games, and just to complete the set, which was awesome limited run to do. And then we have Shantae for the original Game Boy. Yeah, I really like these 4 Shantae Steelbooks. Alright, next up we have one of my favorite Steelbooks from this year, which is Pigeon Dev Games Collection, with a compilation of 4 games from Premium Edition Games. This is their first Steelbook they released, and done by the amazingly talented EJ Fanatic. Love the artwork on this. So Premium Edition sold this in their Retro Edition and the Deluxe Edition. This is from the Retro Edition, which was an awesome surprise that Premium sent me. So I have 2 of these because I have one in the Deluxe Edition that I bought as well. So I said that earlier in the video that I'm technically missing 1 Steelbook. The second Steelbook from Premium Edition for a robot named Fight, they already sent out the Retro Edition of the Steelbook of the game, but I ordered the Deluxe Edition, which I'm not sure exactly when it will ship, so I am not waiting around for that, and I'm going to be counting that Steelbook as a 2022 Steelbook. So that's the only Steelbook that's technically already out that I don't have. All right, next up we have another NIS America Steelbook. We have Disgaea 6 Defiance of Destiny. Love the Disgaea 5. Love the concept of Disgaea, just haven't played anything besides 5. This is a really nice Steelbook. Love all the characters on the front. And yeah, you get to that game eventually. Next we have another one from Super Rare Games. We have Inmost. This was sold alongside the game. Disgaea 6, if I didn't mention, was in the Collector Edition. All right, next up we have another 2 from Super Rare Games. We have No More Heroes. So pretty nice Steelbook. And No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle, which is a beautiful Steelbook. These were released in the Collector Editions for each of the games in the US. These games did get physical releases in other regions, but no Steelbooks. The only Steelbooks were in the US through a limited run. All right, next up is another awesome Steelbook. Following the trend that the LEGO one started, we have PM Studios Play More Games. Really nice Game Boy looking aesthetic on the Steelbook. And inside we have the 24 cartridge foam inlay and some stickers. This was given out through PM Studios through giveaways online and at conventions and randomly on the street. And I'd like to give the PM team a huge thank you again for sending me this Steelbook. Really awesome one. All right, next up we have another 2 Steelbooks for the same game. We have Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. It's part of the Wii game that I still haven't played. So this is the European one. So it's a pre-order bonus there. And we have the Korean one. Really like the designs on both of these Steelbooks. Love that they're completely different. Another 2 cartridge Korean Steelbook. Don't know why. But yeah, I love that these ones are very different, unlike the Monster Hunter ones. All right, next up we have the first Steelbook from Special Reserve Games, which is Ape Out. This was sold in the Special Reserve edition of the game. A really nice Steelbook. Love the effect when you open it up and the embossing for all the shards. Still need to try out the game itself, but it's a beautiful Steelbook. All right, next up is another one from Super Rare. We have Super Crush KO. Still need to try this game out, but looks pretty awesome. All right, next up is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This is the Switch version of the game, and this was exclusively available through buying the game on the Bandai Namco US website. Wasn't available in any other regions. All right, next up is one of the Steelbooks that annoyed me the most this year, or started the thing that annoyed me the most. We have Hot Wheels. This game is the first game this year that came, only the Steelbook and the Collector Edition, no regular game case. And so I don't have a game case for this one. But it's a pretty nice Steelbook. We have a DLC code, which I'll try not to show, and nice artwork. It's a really nice Steelbook, but I don't have a regular case for this game, and I'm annoyed. So that's the first one that did that to me this year. Next one is another one that did that to me. We have Metroid Prime. Metroid Dread, not Prime. Really nice Steelbook. This was available in the collector edition in the US, Europe, and Japan as well. All the same one, thankfully. Haven't played the game, but it is a really nice Steelbook. The Hot Wheels one, I forgot to mention, was also available in Europe in the collector edition there. Next up, we have from Limited Run Games, we have a Star Wars Republic Commando. Very similar design style as their other Star Wars Steelbooks. And stay tuned for something awesome about this one. Yeah, this was available in the collector edition. Next up, we have Shin Megami Tensei 5. This Steelbook was a Day 1 edition and also available in the collector edition. I just got the Day 1. And again, no regular case for this game. On my shelf, at least, there is available now in stores. Really nice Steelbook, though. And still need to play the game. And we have Shin Megami Tensei 5. This is the Japanese Steelbook. Really nice one also. Love the design differences between the two. And yeah. Next up, we have the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Steelbook. This was a European pre-order bonus for the double pack. Really nice Steelbook. Got 2 cartridge slots. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Haven't played those, but I'm loving Legends Arceus right now. Next up, we have another Steelbook that left me without a regular case. We have Beyond a Steel Sky. This was also a Day 1 edition. This is how they sold it. There was a collector edition for this game that did have the regular case in it, but the retail edition did not, just for the standard game. I love the artwork comic here. Next up, we have the last one from Limited Run this year. We have Doom the Classics Collection. Nice design on the front. Don't really understand it. Not a fan of the Doom series or shooters in general, but it's a nice Steelbook. Next up, we have the Korean pre-order bonus for Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. We have a Nintendo Switch Steelbook, not branded to the actual game. And like the Lego and PM Studios, it got the really cool inner slot thing. So this is a regular Steelbook, and there was also a mini Steelbook. So you could, depending on where you ordered it, how you ordered it, you got different Steelbooks for this one. So yeah, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. The last Steelbook from 2021, which I just got in today, that's what I was waiting for this video for, is the Happy Holidays Steelbook from Nintendo in Hong Kong. Really cool Steelbook. I like this one, and thank you so much to Joshua and Michael French on Twitter for helping me get this. Really awesome Steelbook. Now, one of the coolest things I got this year for Republic Commando is the Steelbook proof. Thank you so much to Limited Run Josh for sending me this. Been trying to get my hands on a Steelbook proof for a long time now, and I got one for this game. Just what he had to send me, and it's awesome. Like, really love this. We got the metal sheets with the coloring and plastic overlay showing like how the insert's gonna look over the artwork for the inside of the game. It's not the coolest artwork, but it's awesome nonetheless. That's how the Steelbook looks. So yeah, so that is all the Nintendo Switch Steelbooks over 2021. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know what some of your favorites are. Which ones did you get? Which ones do you want to get? And stay tuned throughout 2022 as I show you what I get over 2022. And at the end of beginning of 2023, we'll have a 2022 recap. All right, thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.